everyone. My name is Carmella Beatriz Nercua from SAGA Educators in Vietnam, and the title of my illustrated storytelling is Hannah's Problem. Hannah really wanted to have a child. Every year, she would go with her husband to a place called Chiang-Mai. They will thank God for their crops and everything God gave them, and give sacrifices or presents to God to show how thankful.
Hindi kasi di ba doon na sapatos na 4. Yeah, 4.
So we're in the back of the pickup.
So we're at the back of the pickup going to the stadium
right now.
We have to be there by 7, but
At the stadium to
it's already like 7:10 if I'm not mistaken. We have to practice. We have dialogue, and then they have dialogue also.
Hello.
We're competing against them. So
Lama.
May dalawa daw phone mo.
see you guys later.
What makes it so horrible is that it's missing thoughts and thoughts that is not stuff. So your thoughts, your actions, this is like everything you do. There's no Teaching other people in fairness, right? Or being treated in a kindness in the lives that they live. What happened was not me. I have learned how to do it. By the way, I'm going to be glad. So cool. First, Jesus is easy. But it's gonna stop! People need to listen. And we have to do the taking from them. For we're very stressing, knowing that your agenda mother not is the truth.
You're good. You're good. I know what will happen to you. 2, 3, 1.
Okay, so you're from Vietnam, okay. So that's great.
Good morning. My name is Carmella Beatriz Nercua, representing SAGA Educators, Vietnam. And the title of my piece is Hannah's Problem. Hannah really wanted to have a child. Every year, she would go with her husband to a place called Chiang-Mai. They would thank God for their crops and everything God gave them, and give sacrifices and presents to show God how thankful they were. This sometimes became embarrassing. She wanted to be thankful and was discouraged because she couldn't have a child. That didn't mean she had to walk around and feel sorry for herself, but in her heart, she was really sad. Her husband still loved her very much and tried to make her feel better, but nothing seemed to work. Emily, Hannah did everything she knew she could do to help her situation. One evening, when they had finished eating and drinking, Hannah took an example and began to pray. When Hannah prayed, she was very honest with how she was feeling. She cried a lot and probably felt like God had forgotten her. So while she was praying, she promised, "Dear God, if you would only come see how sad I am and remember me, please give me a son." Without me, I gave my son for his whole life. As Hannah was praying, hear her say anything. Eli realized that Hannah was being broken arms and truth from God. So he said, "Go and may God answer your prayer." After Hannah left, she felt much better because she had talked to God about what bothered her. Early the next morning, she even went to worship God before she went home. Eventually, a great thing happened. God, of course, remembered Hannah and gave her a son. A son! Hannah named her baby Isaac. She had waited so long for this child. She loved him so much. She remembered she made a promise to God. Hannah was an honest woman, and when she made a promise, she meant it. When Samuel was old enough, Hannah went back to the place where she had been and decided to give Samuel back to God. So Samuel did very well and stayed with Eli. One night, exactly the usual happened. Eli and Samuel had both gone to bed and were fast asleep. All of a sudden, a voice echoed! Samuel woke up, startled, and immediately thought it was Eli. Being the vegan boy that he was, he ran to Eli's bed and answered, "Here I am. You called me?" But Eli was confused and said, "I did not call you. Go back and lie down." Samuel went back to his bed. Just as Samuel got settled, God told his name. Samuel! This time, Samuel jumped up and went back to Eli and said, "Here I am. You called?" Again, Eli answered, "No, I didn't call you. Go back to bed." Samuel went back to his bed. The Lord called Samuel again the third time, and Samuel got up and went back to Eli again and said, "Here I am. You called me?" Suddenly, Eli realized there was only one other explanation. So Eli told Samuel, "Go back to bed and lie down. And if you hear that voice again, say, 'Speak word, I am listening.'" Sure enough, Samuel went to lie down. And the Lord called him, "Samuel! Samuel!" Samuel quickly replied, "Speak, Lord, I am listening." From then on, Samuel knew when God wanted to talk to him, and he always listened. God blessed Samuel, and he grew up to be a big prophet of the Lord. Samuel was mightily used by God, and his story is only possible because of the faithfulness of his mother. Hannah did the right thing when she prayed to God. But most importantly, Hannah did the right thing and she kept her promise to God.
Hi guys, so it's almost the grand opening of Falcon. No, actually not, because it's still 7, and it's already 4. Oh, 6. Oh my god, so they're harmonizing.
1, 2.
That guy can't get his part. Yep. That's Coach Aiden.
Saving, helping, keeping, loving.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Carmella Beatriz Nercua from SAGA Educators in Vietnam, and the title of my illustrated storytelling is Hannah's Promise. Hannah really wanted to have a child. Every year, she would go with her husband to a place called Shiloh. They would thank God for their crops and everything God gave them, and give sacrifices or presents to God to show how faithful they were. This sometimes made Hannah very sad, because she wanted to be thankful, but was discouraged because she didn't have a child. That didn't mean Hannah moped around and felt sorry for herself, but in her heart, she was very sad. Her husband still loved her very much and tried to make her feel better, but nothing seemed to work. Finally, Hannah did the only thing she knew that she could do to help her situation. One evening, when they had finished eating and drinking, Hannah went to the temple and began to pray. When Hannah prayed, she was very honest with how she was feeling. She sometimes cried a lot and probably felt like God had forgotten. As Hannah was praying, there was a man named Eli, a priest, who was sitting nearby, and he saw her. While Hannah was praying, her lips were moving, but Eli couldn't hear her say anything. Eli realized that Hannah was being very honest and truthful with God, so he said to her, "Go in peace, and may God answer your prayer." After Hannah left, she felt much better because she had talked to God about what bothered her. Early the next morning, she even went to worship God before she went home. Eventually, a great thing happened. God, of course, remembered Hannah and gave her a son. A son! Hannah named her baby boy Sarah. She had waited so long for the child. She loved him so much. But she remembered, she made a promise to God. Hannah was an honest woman, and when she made a promise, she meant it. When Samuel was old enough, she went back to the place where she had been and decided to give Samuel back to God. So, Samuel lived with Eli. Samuel did very well while staying with Eli. One night, something unusual happened. Eli and Samuel had both gone to bed and were fasting. All of a sudden, there was echo in the room. Samuel woke up, startled, and immediately thought it was Eli. Being the obedient boy that he was, he ran to Eli's bed and answered, "Here I am, he called me." But Eli was confused and said, "I did not call you. Go back to my bed." Samuel went back to his bed. Just as Samuel got settled, God called his name again. Samuel. go back to them. The Lord told Samuel the third time, and Samuel got up and went back again to Eli and said, "Here I am. You called me?" Suddenly, Eli realized there was only one explanation for this. So Eli told Samuel, "Go back to them. And if you hear that voice again, say, 'Speak, Lord, I am listening.'" Sure enough, Samuel went to lie down, and the Lord called his name again. "Samuel, Samuel." Samuel quickly replied, "Speak, Lord, I am listening." From then on, Samuel knew when God wanted to talk to him, and he always listened. God blessed Samuel, and he grew up to be a prophet of the Lord. Samuel was finally used by God, and his story was only possible because of the faithfulness of his mother. Hannah did the right thing when she prayed to God, but most importantly, Hannah did the right thing when she kept her promise to God.
Bro, okay ba? How's it going?